A lot of people have been asking for an update on my situation with Donkey Kong. Yes, it's still stuck there inside of my Switch 2. And today, aside from all the media that has decided to report on my life choices, I got a pretty devastating notice today. Here's what it reads. Dear Cartridge Cooker, since you were dumb enough to paint your Donkey Kong yellow, we will have no choice but to take your house if you don't make this right. They're gonna take my house. You must get Donkey Kong out of your Switch by the end of the day today, or you will be bricked, because we obviously have the power to do that. Time is ticking, soy boy. And it's even signed by John Nintendo himself, the founder of Nintendo. Every hero is met with adversity, and now is my time to figure out if I just run and hide or if I gear up and prepare and get Donkey Kong out of my Switch 2 like I know I can.
Since I didn't want Nintendo to take my house, I decided to get to work. Lots of comments had really thoughtful tips on how I could restore my Switch 2 to its former glory, but I didn't have the time, money, or resources to try some of these options. My best bet was to do a super serious medical montage like you see in a lot of daytime medical dramas. So I geared up and was ready to attempt this daunting task. I put the patient to sleep and then started this intense procedure. I took some rubbing alcohol and sprayed it into the console to help loosen everything up. I then took a pair of plastic tweezers to try to pry it out as to not further damage the cartridge, but sadly, there was no luck. With my house at risk and everything on the line, I had to switch to more drastic measures. My trusty metal pliers came back into action, and eventually, with enough force, something magical happened.
Fuck!
That's right, I got the cartridge out. Granted, it was in 2 pieces, but that's okay, because I have plans for a donor cartridge. I was able to salvage the label from the original cartridge to be able to add to my donor once it's ready.
Well, there you have it. The story of how I got Donkey Kong Bonanza out of my Nintendo Switch 2. Be sure to join me for my next series where I take Metroid Prime 4 and shove it way up my butt.